CKG Sound Halloween edition.
ALONSO, ALEXX, yeah. Dime que me amas, dime que me quieres. Escucha mis palabras. Tú y yo no somos perfectos, y yo sé que yo fui que te traicioné, yeah. Baby, dime qué yo puedo hacer pa' que yo pueda amarte, yeah. Volver a tenerte otra vez. Baby, dime qué yo puedo hacer. Baby, sin tu amor soy yo quien sufre más. Baby, por favor, ya no puedo más. Baby, sin usted, cómo me duele que tú no me respondes. Lo siento por lo que hice, nunca quise lastimarte. Solo estaba tratando de llegar a ti, pero yo solo me lastimé a mí mismo en el proceso. Dime que me amas, dime que me quieres, y baby, no olvides lo que tuvimos. Escucha mis palabras, yo te necesito, necesito.
Dime, ¿qué es lo que sucede entre tú y yo? Dime si me quieres, mami, sí o no. Que voy perdido dentro del corazón, peleando por tu amor. Si es que no vuelve más, quisiera verte a ti. Yo no puedo esperar para volver a ti. Quisiera estar ahí, pero no estás aquí. Dime si quieres la noche otra vez, lo quieres. Tú sabes bien que me quieres, sabes que yo le fallé. La noche está bien larga, por favor ven y ámame. Tú sabes que tú me quieres, pero no vuelve otra vez. Sabes que yo le he fallado, que yo no quiero volver. Yo sé que tú me quieres también. Lo sé, que yo he fallado tal vez, que la perdí por desgracia y ahora no quiere volver. Mi amor, dime lo que pasa, porque no quieres volver.
Tú y yo no somos perfectos, y yo sé que yo fui que te traicioné, yeah. Baby, dime qué yo puedo hacer pa' que yo pueda amarte, amarte. Volver a tenerte otra vez, yes.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Alonso.
And I'm Ash the artist. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Roll the tape. I think I messed up. Go ahead and go to the sponsors, guys. Go to the sponsors. We'll be right back.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Alonso. Yo, what's going on?
I don't know.
Are you here for CKG Sound?
October 28th, CKG Sound. Come at your own risk.
Hey, you scrolling right now. Hey, look at me. I don't know if you know, but I heard it was scary season.
Well, guess what? There's a Nightmare coming to Potomac Street. October 26th, 43 South Potomac Street, Hagerstown, Maryland.
Wait a minute, this is my promo. Shut the up. Anyway, live in concert for one night only, you can see Matthew Carter, Lemonade Candy, and Duke Shaka.
All the ghouls and girls should come out. There's a costume party. And if you like to eat brains, there's plenty of them.
Wait a minute, it's just food. It's just food.
Maybe brain food?
Jesus Christ. Anyway, I can't wait to see you, like I said. 43 South Potomac Street, Hagerstown, Maryland. Please pull up. Don't make me look like an idiot. Please. I can't wait to see you.
And consume your souls.
No, none of that. Maybe you'll just have to wait and see.
Woo!
Alright, so we gotta come back from that one because I don't know what the fuck happened, but y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Alonso.
I'm Ash the Artist.
And we're here with CKG Sound, bringing you music news, MVD'S. What else we got for them?
We have a live interview coming tonight. We got some live music.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is our Halloween edition, so we're on some spooky vibes tonight.
Yes.
Anybody at home, please make sure you drop some comments. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel for more music and content.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's going to go ahead and bring us into our first segment, which is the music news.
And you are now tuned in to the music news. All right, our first topic of the day is gonna be BET Music Awards. We had K.SHAWN versus DNA.
Okay, let's talk about it. So what happened with that?
Yes. So actually, this was like one of the first times they've ever done this on like a BET Awards or anything like that. You know what I mean? Actually having two freestyle, battle rappers come to the stage and do a whole battle. And it was cool because, like I said, it's a whole freestyle, and it was two of the best in the game, who was up there on the stage. And it was a lot of like commemoration to like Pat Stay, who just passed away. He was a battle rapper. He just got killed and stuff. Right. And so they was paying respect to him and stuff. And it was just talking about like his freestyle was based off of shit that's going on now. Like you thought I was feeling you, like what I mean? He used a line like that, you know what I mean? So he was making it like really click to people's ears, like, oh shit, okay, like we know what he's talking about type shit.
Okay, that's what's up.
It fire.
Yeah, I seen that they were saying DNA definitely like won.
Yeah,
like, he held it down. Like,
he definitely did.
How was the other competitor? Was his name K.SHAWN?
K.SHAWN, yeah. He's dope too, but like I said, it's just because they were such in the moment, you know what I mean? DNA utilized things that were going on in today's, like era and stuff, and then like K.SHAWN was just kind of more of just doing his freestyle battle rap that he does, you know what I mean? Like he was doing his thing, but DNA just stood out a lot more for the simple fact that he was saying things that people could relate to, and like, they knew what he was talking about. So
that's what's up. I think it's really dope that they're adding that freestyle element, because that's such a big part of hip hop.
Of course. And if people don't know, the URL is like one of the biggest like rap battle leagues like that comes out of New York and stuff like that. They have a couple other ones. KO, King of the Dot, which is pretty much a battle rap group based out of Canada. Okay. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
That's what's up. And then y'all checked out the BET Awards in our live audience?
No.
I have not seen it. I saw snippets of it online.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd definitely say go check that out.
I've heard a little about it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's going to go ahead and bring us into our next story then, because we're still talking about the awards.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of the performances was crazy.
Fire.
Like, I'm not even going to lie. I was out my seat watching it because just the culture in my blood. Like,
and it's funny because, like, I remember last show we were talking about how, like, people were saying, like, oh, the old heads, they should just kind of, like, stay out of the way. And, like, they haven't done shit to represent, the culture and shit like that, which is complete bullshit. But the fact that they had, you know, all these performers and stuff come out and you know, just give that whole feeling like of the 90s, like they brought that shit back to the old school, you know what I mean? Just showing the roots of hip hop and where it really came from, you know what I mean?
As they should.
Right.
And, you know, some of the classic people that he was talking about, like Lil Kim, they brought out Mobb Deep, they brought out Remy Ma, Fat Joe, Big Pun tribute,
David Banner,
Project Pat,
Wu-Tang,
3-6 Mafia. So it's like, dang, like people talk about the old heads, but it's like, bro, that's classic music.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
classic.
like, I can't imagine being in that crowd and like feeling that energy, especially after what the game went through with like the new wave of music. I feel like it was probably like, damn, something real's back. So
straight up.
Definitely commend y'all, and anybody who hasn't checked that out, definitely check out those performances because it'll get you out your seat.
And it was like one after another. So once one person was done, boom, the next person hit the stage. So like the fact that it was just back to back with all these people. They did a tribute to Mobb Deep and stuff like that as well, which I thought was fire, you know what I mean? So it's like just bringing it back to the roots of where, you know what I mean, this hip-hop shit came from.
Yes, no, it's definitely fire. You know, shout out to BET for, you know, really just putting on for the culture and trying to bring that real shit back for people, you know?
Yep, for sure.
All right, bet. So let's go ahead and hop into our next topic.
All right, so our next topic is going to be, it's the Exhibit one, correct?
Yes, Exhibit.
Yeah, so Exhibit, if you guys aren't familiar with Exhibit, he was on, what was it, the West Coast Customs and stuff, where they were like customizing vehicles and stuff like that. A lot of people know him from that. He also makes music and stuff as well. But he actually just came out and said that he's working on a new album, his final album that he's planning on releasing, for the simple fact that Biden pardoned a lot of people for the weed and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy.
Yeah, so like he was like, oh, because Biden did that, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm gonna create an album just to pay homage to like, you know, what's going on and how they really are trying to like, you know, free more people because of the, you know, the weed shit and stuff like that. I mean, there's people still locked up, you know what I mean, doing fucking years for some shit that's already legal, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool that Exhibit's trying to get back into the game and like he's gonna drop this little final album and stuff like that. So definitely go check that out too.
Yeah, that's definitely dope as shit though. Like, and it said that the executive order that Biden issued, he announced it last week. It'll cover 6,500 citizens and lawful permanent residents convicted between the 90s to 2021 of simple marijuana possession charges.
Right.
Which is crazy because it's like you said, it's like how we have some people who can get pulled over with their joints and be sent home, but then you got someone else serving like years like for the same thing, you know?
So like going off of that, when I was working in the medical facility and shit, like, you know, growing the weed and all that shit and stuff, there was this program that we were a part of. Most dispensaries and companies out in Maryland are part of this program now. But pretty much what it is like they'll write letters to prisoners and stuff that are like people who are locked up and shit doing time for like weed and shit like that. They'll write them letters and be like, you know, hey, like, you know, we're here to show you support as well, you know what I mean? We're here to let you know we're still fighting the fight, you know what I mean? And just letting them know that they're not alone and like, you know what I mean, that there's people out here trying to just, you know, continue the fight, you know what I mean? And with all this going on with Biden, you know, trying to pardon a bunch of people for it, you know what I mean? I think it's a thing that was definitely, you know what I mean, needed and shit. Like, it was way overdue.
That's dope. I didn't know that about the facilities, that they had like that type of care for, you know.
And the prisoners and stuff, like the people would write back and stuff and pretty much be like, yo, thank you for reaching out, like taking the time to write me and stuff. Like, it's cool that people are still trying to fight the fight to make it legal and shit, and like, you know, just trying to find ways like to create reforms and stuff like that for people to be able to get out.
Yeah, shout out to that, because, you know, that's the type of movement that really makes stuff like make a difference. Anybody out in the crowd have any thoughts on like marijuana reform or anything like that? The laws?
Make it
legal, he said. He said, we in West V now. We're Marylanders, so it's a little different. You know what I mean? Well,
the government is just catching on to what they should have been doing all along.
Exactly.
They stop weed.
Right.
Go to one of the countries, drop some millions there. They'll love you. Grow the shit, bring it here, sell the shit, tax the shit. It's all your money.
Right.
Don't smoke any fuck.
Like, I feel like the whole process on why it hasn't really gone legal yet is because, like you said, they're trying to find ways to tax it. You know what I mean? They're trying to make sure that they can.
Money.
Right.
They're not getting theirs from that.
Right. Straight up.
Yeah, so definitely that's crazy. Shout out to Exhibit, you know, for being inspired by this movement. It actually said he hasn't dropped music since 2012, so we're definitely going to be on the lookout for that album when it comes out.
Right, I'm curious to see what Exhibit's about to drop.
Me too. All right, guys, so that's going to bring us back to our final story. So we're gonna touch on Meg Thee Stallion a little bit, because she's getting into her acting world a little bit right now. So basically, she has an upcoming role in the award-winning Netflix series Stranger Things. So her debut acting role was actually on a show called P-Valley when she debuted as Tina Snow. But, Megan's usually known for her music and, like, her attitude and stuff, being a hot girl summer. But now she's really getting into the acting field. So it's kind of showing you what artists can do.
Right. And it's like, not all artists who create music and shit just do music. You feel me? There's, like, that's the thing that people need to realize, too, is, like, there's different ways, different outlets to make money and shit. You know what I mean? It's all about creating residual income for yourself. Once you got one thing going, working for yourself, it's going to start making money on its own. Now you can start working on something else. Now you got two things coming in and shit. And I think that's kind of what she took, you know what I mean? She's got money coming from her music. She knows that. But now she wants more money coming in from something else because, you know what I mean? If something happens to her music career, well, she's got money to back up on. You know what I mean?
100%.
And it's like, the acting shit, like, I resonate with that myself because, like, I can't talk too much about it, but I was recently just in a movie production as well. And, I had to shave my face, clean shave, because it was for the part that I was, doing and stuff. And, for me to experience, this was my first time experience, like, that whole movie side of, like, the entertainment and shit, like, behind the scenes. And, like, for me as an artist, it just opened my eyes to, like, holy shit, like, you know what I mean? There's so much more to this shit, you know what I mean? And it's, like, the type of money people are getting just to fucking act, and it's fucking ridiculous and shit.
It's crazy, but it really expands, like, you as an artist. Because, again, there's audiences who maybe would never hear your music, but they watch TV. You know how many people stream. So it's like, imagine just being able to get new fans just from them seeing you in a show. Or like,
and honestly, it's about just networking with people, too. I mean, I met so many people there that were directors, people who've been on, like, Walking Dead and, like, Lady of the Lake and, like, just, productions like that and stuff. And it's just like hearing from them how they got started and how they're making money and how they're doing shit. And it's like, you know what I mean? They're not only doing acting as well. They got other things going on too. People are making music. People are, got restaurants. They got businesses, like, and they do the acting shit on the side as well. You know what I mean? But it's collecting residual income for yourself.
Yeah, and that's just real crazy because, again, I think it just helps you as an artist, too, because when you're acting, you're playing that role, and as an artist, you be on stage, you be doing videos, so it's like you're an actor,
and think about it, you're already popping as an artist, making music and shit, and then, like, for a movie production to put you on, it's like, that kind of helps both of y'all out, you know what I mean, because they look at you as an asset, because they're like, okay, this person's already got fan base, you know what I mean, through the music, so now how can we turn that fan base into the movies, you know what I mean, and get them onto the channels and shit like Roku, Netflix, Paramount, all that shit to be able to watch these like certain films and shit.
So listen, y'all stay tuned. We can't speak about it too much, but eventually y'all gonna see Alonso somewhere. So just be on lookout. Anybody in the crowd have any like acting experience? Y'all ever dabbled in theater or acting before?
I mean, I had a
like
the Adam Sandler Netflix basketball movie that just like dropped. They gave me a invitation to like be like an extra, like a basketball extra.
Okay.
Really?
I think the movie was Hustle.
Yeah, that movie's pretty big.
Fantastic.
And did you do it or?
Ironically, I didn't have like a way to get there. It was it was like deep in like PA. I think it was in like near Delaware or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Good for you though for that getting that opportunity.
Right. Because that's what matters, honestly. Because once you get them opportunities, then it's all about just taking off, man. For real.
Well, there'll be more. You know what I mean? If you got that one, that means that more is gonna come your way.
And like I said, mine came randomly too. Somebody made a post on Facebook and they was like, "Yo, we need extras." So I emailed the person. The person said they had over like 400 people reach out to them, but I was consistent. I emailed them back every fucking day, and I was like, "Hey, like, what's the status on this position? You know what I mean? Like, is it taken or not?" And then they asked me, they're like, "Are you willing to be clean shaven?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow at 10:30." So I was like, oh shit, all right, you know what I mean? So I had to like make a way, like you said, I had to find a way to get there and shit, like, and do that shit.
I thought I had to like ride and all that, but then like, cause I didn't have a car at the time, it fell through.
Well, let me just tell you from experience, bro. If you ever get any type of castings or anything like that again, do it.
Absolutely. CKG,
regardless if you gotta travel, bro.
Right. We always support that. Like I said, as soon as you get that film clip, we're gonna put it right on the podcast. Be like, he was here.
Because like people don't really like know too, but like starting out in acting and shit, like if you were to get that cast, like to do extras and shit, you're starting out at least $120 an hour. You know what I mean? So imagine they're only going to use you for one scene, like you said, the basketball scene probably, and then that's it. You're done. But you're getting paid your time to be there the whole time until that scene, until it's done and everything. So it's like, think about it, man. Like next time, take them opportunities, man, for sure.
Definitely.
Facts. No, that's awesome though. So listen, Meg Thee Stallion got the room talking because you know what I mean. You're not just doing music, you're acting now, and that just shows anybody can do that.
Right.
Anybody trying to chase that dream,
and it's not like I reached out to a fucking big major company or nothing, bro. It was off of Facebook. I literally emailed the person. I was consistent with it because I wanted that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I
mean? And that's the thing though. You have to try something different. Take yourself outside of your comfort zone. What was that you told me? It's like the more you make yourself
uncomfortable, you'll be comfortable in every fucking situation. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, I think that's a wrap for the music news segment. That was some really good topics. And we're gonna go and move it to our next video, which is
our MVD'S.
Yeah.
Woo! Our MVD'S. All right, let's get it. This is my favorite segment of the whole show.
Me too. So why don't you let them know a little bit how this works?
All right, so our MVD'S is our music videos of the day. We have local artists submit their music videos to us and stuff, and we pretty much allow the audience, people at home, to pretty much rate if they think it's hot or not, and then we just give criticism on why we think it's hot or not.
Yeah, so anybody in the crowd, you know what I mean, we're going to be looking for some feedback after each video is shown. And anybody at home, if you have feedback, please drop it in the comments. We'll definitely make sure you are heard.
And any artists that are tuned in and watching this and stuff, submit your music. If you want to interview, if you want to perform, if you want to put your music videos and all that stuff, it's all free. We're not charging artists to do this. You know what I mean? This is a platform for artists. We're trying to get them the exposure and stuff like that. So definitely hit us up. CKG Entertainment LLC at gmail.com. You can send your submissions there.
Yes, please send your music in. We love showing you music videos from the area. So this first video is NBJ 23, Out of Sight.
Out of Sight.
Let's get it.
Late beats, this go crazy.
Out of sight, you can't see the vision. Left her at the light, now I'm off to millions. Don't know what is right, I can't control feelings. I don't wanna fight, I just want some sexual healing. Ties they peeling, racks in the ceiling. I started moving different since I came up from the deep end. Pastors they preaching, my plug he teaching. Keep my love hidden, I can't show my weakness. All of these cold nights, I was alone. I pray for better days, now I'm on the road. That bitch, she took my phone, she was creeping. Saw me with some bitch, thought I was cheating. I said goodbye, bye, bye. Told me lie, lie, lie. And now you missed out on this long ride. I know you switched up, now you hanging with the wrong guy.
Investigating a fatal accident in Sparrows Point. Happened around 8:30 last night near the intersection of Sparrows Point and North Point Roads. Police say a 2004 Chevy pickup truck ran a red light.
Out of sight, you can't see the vision. Left her at the light, now I'm off to millions. Don't know what is right, I can't control feelings. I don't wanna fight, I just want some sexual healing. She put some poison in my cup, now I'm a chaser. I take that liquor to the liver, need no chaser. We've been through ups and downs, now I can't face her. You wanna move, I'll move on, I'll see you later. I swear the damage is done. I cherish memories and all the times that we all had fun. She mad at me cause my gun.
Hey, NBJ 23,
right, let's give it
Out
up
of
to
Sight.
NBJ 23.
All right, so what we got, hot or not out in the audience?
Yeah, I give it a hot.
Okay, all hots. We got one nod out there.
Okay.
All right, so let's get some feedback,
Yeah,
y'all.
let's get feedback. Why we think? Okay, let's start with the hots. Okay.
Okay, we got two nods.
All right, let's start with the hots first.
All right, so
it was just real wavy. But the only thing
real wavy.
The only thing I had to say was like it just like it was a lot going on. Like it was a lot going on. And
like too many scene flips.
Yeah, just a little bit too many for mine. But I mean, the vibe of it was like I like the song as a whole. It's definitely like a head like make you like feel it.
vibe to it. Okay.
I like it. It was hot.
Okay. What do you think?
I think it was signed because the quality was good.
Quality?
I saw like a lot of low quality music videos before. So
Okay. So the quality was good.
That's a good thing. And then also, it made me react to it. Like when he was speeding, I was like, oh my goodness. Like I felt that. Like,
Yeah.
So give me an emotional reaction. I'll give it a point.
And I was gonna say for me too, it's like it was the car scene that got me. That's what I loved the most was the car scene, like the speeds, the sounds, like even the red interior with the red lighting and how it was like going up and down, like that shit was fire. Yeah. So all right, let's do the knots.
Let's do the knots then.
Okay, so I liked it. I saw the vision, but for me, like I dabble in film and I also I'm a professor. So like I like looking at it, I understood what he was going for, but I feel like it just could have been shot better, the lighting could have been better. And I feel like there was just too much happening.
Okay.
Like it again, like the cut scenes were too quick. Like I feel like it just didn't flow. I feel like
So like a better storyboard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a more organized storyboard. People were saying like I guess some of the scenes it was flipping too much and it was like one scene you're in front of like a curtain and the next scene you're in the car, next scene you're yelling at the girl and it was like
crashing. I was like, yo, what in the world? You just sitting in the chair, bro? What the hell just happened?
Okay.
I can see that.
All right, so what we got over here? We had a knot over here.
I didn't say hot, but I was just being nice.
Okay. So he's feeling a little differently.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Too much auto-tune, though.
Too much auto-tune. Okay.
I don't want to hear a robotic fucking instrument. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So they're saying a little too much auto-tune. They say they'd rather hear more of the artists and stuff like that. I can see that. I can resonate with that.
Right.
I mean, but some people have that style. It's like I don't know what it's called.
I don't know what
it's like. It fit with what he was like vibing with. So
right.
He was like he wasn't like one like no like T-Pain
like it kind of reminds me of like some Little Sky shit.
Yeah.
But like just like
but I was like
like right.
It was just like this. I don't know.
Okay.
So we got some comments at home, people tuning in online. We got Guacamole Enterprise, Brian Barnes, shout out to all y'all, Rhyme Capsule, Cindy.
Yes.
They said, I love this for real. That's from his boy. He said, Rhyme Capsule said, bro, been killing it. I think this is my favorite I've heard so far. We got another hot. Guacamole said it's hot, but it's not because I know he has way more in the cut. And then somebody also said MBG has so much more in store. This is why I wish he would come to Guac Studios. All right, there we go. All right, y'all. Well, definitely shout out to you for your new video.
Yes. Out of sight.
Yeah. I was still in the car. I don't know if y'all really highlighted the car noise, like, and they put that audio in. That was real fire.
And him crashing, like the that was just.
He was sitting in his chair and then he just started drinking.
He was. I was saying.
That's gonna be for a loop for like 10 seconds or but I mean.
Okay. I mean, shit. Storyboard is important when you're coming up with the film. I mean, you do film and stuff like that. It's important to have making sure the lighting, scenes, everything is how it needs to be.
Absolutely. All right, bet. Well, great job. And let's go ahead and get into our next video then.
All right.
So who we got next?
So our next video is going to be 101 Cam, Why Even Try?
Let's get it.
I guess I will never understand why they lie. Bitches playing with my heart, swear I'ma die. I try and move on, but I'm scarred, I'ma cry. Done with this pain, so I just get high. Yeah, I get high. Don't do pills, but shit, I might just try. It's always a surprise, they always tell lies. Never think about me or my fucking life. Like what is even life? All I do is fight. Fight for my spot on earth just so I don't die. Like why even fight? Who I'ma leave behind? No one cares about me or my fucking life. Pain so deep, it's like she took a knife. That look in her eye, that shit ain't alright. Scared for my life, I'ma go running high. Never been the same, it's like I'm in disguise. I don't think it's meant to be. I try my best, but they always leave. I wear a vest, but my heart's on my sleeve. I try my best, but they don't believe in me. Like, fuck all these fake bitches. Fuck these hoes, yeah, I ain't never switching. On my grind, can't waste no time on no bitches. But why do they commit these crimes? I'm so livid. My heart's so dead, I don't even know how I'm living. I go day by day living with this sickness. Shorty don't understand, this is fucking killing. They don't give a damn as long they winning. They will tell you one thing, then they switching. Love is not real, it never existed. Shorty wasn't real, she was just fucking playing. Playing with my heart, yeah, hurt my fucking feelings. Left me for dead, now a nigga fucking tripping. Took a few perks, now a nigga really spinning. My life's been hard, but this is something different. Always getting hurt and I feel like dipping. Don't wanna stay on earth, fuck these bitches, they ain't worth it. I will never find love, I've been fucking searching. Looking for the right one, where she lurking.
Jody's been arrested.
I guess I will never understand why they lie. Bitches playing with my heart, swear I'ma die. I try and move on, but I'm scarred, I'ma cry. Done with this pain, so I just get high. Yeah, I get high. Don't do pills, but shit, I might just try. It's always a surprise, they always tell lies. Never think about me or my fucking life. Like, what is even life? All I do is fight. Fight for my spot on earth just so I don't die. Like, why even fight? Who I'ma leave behind? No one cares about me or my fucking life. Pain so deep, it's like she took a knife. That look in her eye, that shit ain't alright. Scared for my life, I'ma go running high. Never been the same, it's like I'm in disguise.
We'll give it a hot.
All right, y'all. 101 Cam. Why even try? Yes. All right, let's see what they thinking.
All right, for me, I would say, oh shit, we got a lot of knots in the audience.
Oh my gosh, hold on a second.
All right,
it's Halloween edition. Hold on a second.
Hold on, let's break it down. Go ahead, let's start.
Go ahead, y'all. What
we'll
y'all
start
thinking?
in the corner right here and then work our way.
I mean, yeah. I feel like, yeah, he was. I mean, like the talent was there. Like, I can see what he's trying to do. I just feel like it was a little too, like, I don't know. Like, I can't even put no words in it. Like, it was, to me, it sounded like he was trying he's like inspired by like Juice WRLD, and I have a problem with that. But just like, I didn't see like him being an individual, or it just seemed like he was just like, he's copying pretty much like the way Juice WRLD flowed, rapped, like what he said in his lyrics. And for me, I like hearing something different, and I feel like he didn't give me that. I'll say that.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's like it sounded very like mainstream. Like
so it sounded too mainstream.
It just sounded like he didn't stand out to me.
Okay.
But I see the potential. I'm like, I want more. I want to see
right like, who he is as an artist.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I concur with what my fellow audience members are saying.
Very nicely worded.
Right. Oh.
It all depends. If the video was for kids, I would take one of these down. Mm-hmm. But if it's just that shit was just childish.
Mm.
Nah.
He seemed young.
I wasn't feeling.
He did seem like that's what I'm saying. He could seem like he's in that Juice WRLD era,
and like
Juice WRLD XX era. So that's why that's.
Men don't think like that, so he can't be a man. He's not a man.
Yeah, like you can tell, like he's the guy to be like, I want to say like between like the age of like 17 to like 20, like, and that's like kind of pushing it.
I was thinking 15, 17.
Yeah, no, he look like that's that area, like that XX Juice WRLD, like kind of like
vibes.
It's not like depression, but just like, I mean, he's like really like
they venting like the feelings and stuff.
It's like dark emotions, like kind of like style. And I'm a positive person, so like I'm just like I didn't really like when Juice and X did it, so I'm not.
Okay.
See, me, I never really listened to like X and like Juice WRLD and stuff like that, really. So like when I heard it, I liked the fact that the beat was different. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the guitar and shit. Nice. It wasn't like a normal hip hop shit. Mm-hmm. And then like I said, I know because he's like a new artist. He's like just starting dabbling with the music and starting to create. Exactly. And I definitely feel what y'all said about that too. You know what I mean? I want to see more of him as an artist. You know what I mean? What potential he has to bring to the table and shit like that. You know what I mean? How diverse can he be? You know what I mean?
Once I feel like he finds himself with that, his sound will be fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. All right, so people online talking too. Cindy said she loves the guitar in the beginning already. Rhyme Capsule said, I like this because it's different, but it fits into now. Very internet money, if y'all know internet money.
Someone just said hi, Sean G.
Yeah, Takia said hi, Sean G. Y'all gonna be hearing from Sean G in just a little bit, so stay tuned. All right, bet. Well, definitely shout out to you, 101 Cam.
Yes. Let's give it up for him.
All right. So this next video is actually somebody that we've got the chance to work with closely, and it was shot actually by Too Hot Too Heavy. So you already know the video is about to be a little fire. I'm gonna be a little biased. But all right, y'all. So this next one is Slimgoodie and Know the Ledge. Who you supposed to be?
Yeah, Goody, where you at, man? Man, y'all taking long, man. Y'all, where you at? Hey, got one shotgun. You heard me. I gotta Instagram it. I gotta get it chopped. If it's tit for tat, no cap, man, trade my text for tops. I ain't gotta fake a page, then you know it's we. Twitter them fingers, you not who you supposed to be. Yeah, I gotta Instagram it. I gotta get it chopped. If it's tit for tat, no cap, man, trade my text for tops. I ain't gotta fake a page, then you know it's we. Twitter them fingers, you not who you supposed to be. Yeah, look, really be jamming, really in passion. Say you my mans, really you scamming, really you spamming. That's what I heard. Government grant and get on my nerves. If it was real, then just imagine all the money we make for real. But I just post what I want and feel. Tryna teach dopeness through these reels. Tryna be wild, won't get you killed. I got the matter and do it forever. Politically charged and I do what I set up. A bit with the coin, I'm sick, no checkup. Showing your guns, you gotta do better. Internet cops, IG detective. And it was screen your shot and message. Me and the squad, we out here flexing. Speak my truth, red in this booth, mixing this juice, spread influence. Know that a legend, introducing who you thought. If you knew it, not with the sight. Now it's on sight. Married to the game, but she ain't my type. She ain't my wife, but even if so, how she act so dyke? Paid in likes. I gotta Instagram it. I gotta get it chopped. If it's tit for tat, no cap, man, trade my text for tops. I ain't gotta fake a page, then you know it's we. Twitter them fingers, you not who you supposed to be. Yeah.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I'm supposed to be who I need to be. Never been a monkey swinging from banana trees. Cool, calm, collectively, hunting season respectfully. Did it my way, but it wasn't done correctly. God in my sight, that's my strategy to a life that was raggedy, filled with human tragedies. Late night shotgun splattery, looking at my anatomy. Closed casket ain't no flattery. Back then life didn't matter to me, now it do. I up the woo and move a little more carefully. Snakes still trying to rattle me, cursing God's name's blasphemy. Scripture that will blasphemy, full throttle disgrace. When I fell from grace, double smack to the face. At a fast pace in this rap race. Who posted the best? Post chillin', who I supposed to be. Y'all know who y'all ought to be. Saying who y'all want to be. Opposite of who y'all need to be. That don't sound like freedom to me, so don't give me a reason to post our trees. I'm a friend of God and not the world. Crack oysters never found the pearl. Flip them pages in the Bible, that's the wisdom you heard. Call me crazy, never lazy, aiming for changes on a daily. Walk with Christ, there is no rival. Out of revival came a phoenix from survival. Open purpose, now recycled, earned that title, earned his name.
I gotta get it chopped. If it's tit for tat, no cap, man, trade my text for tops. I ain't gonna fake a page, then you know it's we. Twitter them fingers, you not who you supposed to be. Yeah.
I gotta Instagram it. I gotta get it chopped. Hey, that shit.
Hey, know the legend. Slimgoodie, who you supposed to be. All right, so let's see what the audience and what are they all thinking out there?
Now.
Okay,
we got hots.
We got some hots. So let's get some feedback, y'all.
Feedback. Let's get it. Oh, hey, we'll start over on that side.
Switch it up a little.
I love the energy. I love the lyrics. I think that was hot. And it was just, creative. Shooting in the library, hometown library, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to town.
The landmarks and whatnot. So, I think it was pretty dope. I thought it was cool.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I liked it visually and I loved it like lyrically. I liked the beat. I feel like I really got into it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It was good.
I was really just vibing with the visuals. Like it was like
The visuals?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like a complete body of work. Like it was like you're trying to tell. You had an idea, you went with it, and like it just looked all just like fluid.
All right, so a little behind the project, right? We actually helped orchestrate like the video and stuff like that. See, we have a business, C.K.G. Entertainment, where we specialize in like artist development and marketing and stuff like that. So we're always trying to help like artists grow and stuff. So he came to us and he was like, "Hey, I'm trying to shoot a music video. I don't really have a storyboard. I don't really have like the idea of like how to put it together." So he came to us. We helped him create a storyboard. He gave us the locations of where he wanted it. So then from there, we kind of just orchestrated like, all right, we're gonna start at the library. You know what I mean? Make the picture there, and then like the workout scene at the end and stuff. And we kind of just orchestrated it. And we was like I said, the visuals was our main thing too. It's just making sure that like it was just appeasing to like the people and stuff.
Pretty much nonsense. It looked good. It looked good. Mission accomplished.
And yes, shout out to Too Hot Too Heavy again, because all
with
the
angles, visuals and the angles, this motherfucker be like,
nah, he's literally a Houdini behind the camera. Like if anybody has not worked with 2H and Dip, like y'all definitely got to get with him for videos.
Yes,
so.
for sure.
Yes. All right. Well, I guess that's the end of our music video.
Yes. Shout out to all the artists sending their music videos and stuff like that. Yes. Thank you everybody at home tuned in for the comments and stuff. Yes.
All right, but it is not over.
Nah.
Because we got something special planned for you.
What we got?
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special interview, upcoming artist.
Okay.
The one, the only,
Shawn G.
Welcome.
What's up, man? What's up?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to CKG Sound.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Am I close enough to the mic? We good here?
Yeah, I think you're looking good. Thank you again for the bottles that you gifted to the podcast.
Yeah, shout out to Shawn G.
Of course. That's my favorite.
That's what I've been sipping on over here. This peach shit is fire.
Stay off the peach.
I'm glad you guys like it.
Yes, so Shawn G is in the building. Anybody at home that's watching, y'all got questions for him, drop them in the comments. Anybody in the crowd as well, any questions you have for him. But let's go ahead and hop into the interview then.
All right, cool. So tell us a little bit about Shawn G. Who is Shawn G?
Shawn G is a rapper, writer.
Okay.
And he's been working at this for almost 8 years. And, you know, just passionate about music and just trying to be the greatest rapper alive.
Okay.
That's my only aspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, I think you got some competition with Lil Wayne, because I know Lil Wayne
for sure. I can't compete with the GOAT, man. You know, shout out to Wayne.
You know how I feel about Wayne too, sure.
Right.
For sure.
Okay, cool. So why don't you tell us a little bit how you got into this music thing?
So it's actually crazy. It was my senior year in high school, and I was supposed to be a video game developer. Like I was like, I had my whole life set around like literally going to college and like making video games. Most people don't know that. And so spring semester, my professor, we were designing like games and stuff like that, like final projects. And he was asking like people in the classroom, like, okay, so you guys know that half of the gaming experience is audio, 50% of that. And so he was like, someone needs to design a score. And so he loaded up Logic Pro, and I sat down and started tinkering with it. I was like, yo, this is like the coolest shit ever, making music. And I've always had interest in music, but like having like the resources to actually like apply like my interest to it, I just fell in love. And so I started writing fiercely after that, and just like, I was like, okay, fuck video games. I'm about to just become an artist and make music.
Shit, that's crazy though. Like that you kind of started in like the gaming, you know what I mean, arena and shit, and then you kind of just maneuvered into the music, all because you were messing around with like Logic and stuff like that.
Seriously. And just to say too, like my mom, she was so heartbroken. To this day, she's like, what are you doing? You had a whole career plan like lined out for you. And I'm just like, yeah, Mom, it's not video games anymore. It's
I mean, shit. Who's not to say Shawn G won't have his own video game of his own? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm
trying. You guys remember Def Jam? Fight
I've been
New York?
telling her.
I would love.
We gonna talk after this. Yo.
I would love to be in that game. That would be fire. Like you know, like representing like Maryland or something. You know?
Hell yeah! Get the local artists to be on the game or whatever.
That would be dope for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have to tap into some game designers. Make this happen.
Yeah, we need that.
We definitely need that.
That's dope. Yeah, video games are a super lucrative like area, and you know that's cool. You could, like he said, you started there, and you kind of mingled into the music. So, what other types of things you be getting into, like in terms of musically? Like, do you ever play instruments? Like,
so that's the funny part. Like, so music has been like floating in and out my life since I was like young. So like my mom signed me up for band. I played the viola for like 6 months.
The viola.
That's not like a violin.
Is that a big one?
That's the cello.
That's the cello.
The viola is the smaller version of the violin.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I was playing instruments, never stuck with it. I went to college when I was like chasing music, and I studied music theory.
Nice.
But yeah, so like I've always just like tried to better myself in the full aspect of music, just trying to understand like how can I make myself the best rapper artist possible. So you know, like I dedicated my time to studying my craft. Seriously.
So let me ask you, what would you consider like some of your like biggest accomplishments as Shawn G? Like, you know what I mean, like as an artist.
Wow, that's a really good question, man. First, I would say never giving up, because like this shit is hard. Anybody watching at home, you know, like a lot of days, a lot of nights where just like, you know, you question, sometimes you doubt, like, you know, should you be doing this? So like I'm proud of myself that I've never given up, and there's been like a lot of close calls. You know, shout out to the people in my corner, my best friends who've always like motivated me and pushed me to keep going. But that's the first thing. I've always stayed true and just kept pushing. And then I think the other thing I would be most proud of is the fact that you said this earlier, like I was I'm always looking to make myself uncomfortable.
Right.
Always pushing my boundaries, my limits, because it's really easy to get complacent.
Yeah.
And so I'm always looking to find the next thing to do. So, you know, with that and never giving up, you know, like I'm proud of myself for doing those two things.
That's some real shit. That's real. No, because like you said, as an artist, you know, it gets tiring because like people are used to traditional, comfortable things, 9 to 5, college, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you do something like become an artist, you're an artist entrepreneur. You gotta be your manager. You gotta be your PR.
You gotta be your fan.
You gotta be your cheerleader. You know what I mean? So like you said, it's a full-time job. Like it's easy. So good for you, not giving up, man.
Thank you.
So let me ask you, what are some like trials and tribulations and stuff that you had to like go through to like, you know what I mean, that made you really realize like, okay, like, you know what I mean, let me do this shit.
That everything you drop or everything you do is not fire. You're gonna get some like some knots. You're gonna get some like no's. You're gonna get rejected. Funny story, like I don't know if Ashley remembers this, but like in high school, we had a creative writing class together. We went to the same high school. Guys.
Oh, wow.
Was it North, right?
Yes,
okay,
North Hagerstown High School.
Dang.
And I think it's where we actually met too.
Yes,
we met in creative writing class.
That's crazy.
And I wanted to tell the story because I was going to be on here, but like, so I was just like interested in music, and then I was just, you know, trying to develop my skill. But like Ashley was like light years ahead of me. You know, she was like writing the most poetic and the waviest shit ever. Seriously.
Damn.
I don't know if you remember this, but like there was like a competition.
Yes.
And we had to write. It was like a poetry slam. And I wrote my bars, and I was like, yo, this is gonna kill, you know. And I performed it, and everyone was like, yeah, this isn't it. And I was like, God damn. So just like recognizing that like you're not always gonna succeed at first, but yeah, you know. I think Cornelius won that.
Cornelius and we had Faith.
Faith, oh my
killed
God.
Yeah,
that
shout out
shit.
to Cornelius and Faith.
Yeah,
Seriously.
shout out to both. That's crazy. We was all in that class together.
I know. Yeah. Exciting times, because I looked at that moment though, just like recognizing how much preparation it goes into like performing, and then like, you know, having a intelligence and like how you put things together creatively. You know, it's just like I learned from all of you guys. So I don't know if you remember that, but like it was like dope that I got to watch you guys like, you know, kill it. So
that means a lot, dude.
Yeah,
Thank
fine.
you.
That's cool.
That's dope as shit. That's crazy. Like I said, I feel like there's just something like there's a lot of people I've met that are from this area that just have this like passion and drive in them, and I think it's just from because of where we come from. It's like when you don't really see much, you know what I mean? Our town don't got a lot of music scene stuff, so it's like for us as creatives, it's like you just got that hunger. I feel like we all got that.
Right,
absolutely,
you know?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you this on the music tip. So what artist inspired you musically?
So early on, like my my stepdad, he would like ride around listening to like Hove, Kanye, Big and Pac. But like Hove is definitely like the guy that I study meticulously because just like, man, how are you like that age? How are you in your 50s like still rapping better than like half of the rappers like present day, like Real Spill, like so Hove lyrically is just like one of like my biggest idols because like, man, he's insane. Plus he doesn't write anything, you know what I mean? Like that's literally off the top. You know what I mean?
Even like so the people that you mentioned and stuff, like I see that it's like longevity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're here for the long run, regardless of whoever likes them or not, whatever. You know what I mean? They got pull.
For sure. I mean?
So you got no choice but to respect that because they're always trying. You know what I mean? They don't give up. So
I'll also add to that list too, Kendrick. I saw him perform live recently, like this summer, and oh my god. That man is that's a hardworking man. But like some of those songs off his latest project like hit home harder for me after seeing him perform it live. And I was like, yo, this is like crazy. So like Kendrick is definitely another big inspiration. I've been really heavily influenced as of lately by him. So yeah.
So are these your two favorite artists or just inspirations? Like
inspiration, favorite artists, like because I'm an artist myself, I try to just have a wide palette. You know what I mean? Just like pull inspiration from any and everybody. Like on the way here, Narika, my good friend here, she was playing Taylor Swift's new album. And I was just, kind of listening to it and just seeing like what's making her so popular and and so successful, so like I just try to listen to any and everything, man, seriously.
No, I think that's a good thing too, because like the more you push yourself to like, get out of your comfort zone of what you know and stuff, like I said, then everything starts to get comfortable and you can like start to dabble into certain things. I mean, when I started making music, I only did like R&B and hip hop and stuff. But then me being Latino, I was like, why not make some music in Spanish and shit? So then I started doing like dancehall, I started doing reggaeton, I started doing like, just trying to switch it up and stuff. And how could I mix hip hop with, dancehall, or how could I mix, R&B with the reggaeton, or like, just trying to find ways to like merge the two different styles.
That's wavy, bro. Like for real, like always expanding and doing new things, because like it's easy to just like get stagnant too, like doing something really well.
Right, because like kind of how like the audience was saying earlier, like they want to hear more of the artists and who they are, like their sound and stuff. But at the same time, it's like if that's your only sound, you know what I mean? It kind of gets boring and tiring. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta find ways to like stand out, like they were saying. And,
absolutely. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I definitely resonate with that. I feel like we kind of started. I was like, is it a game show episode? I'm like, hold on a second, I don't got the questions.
Right.
But yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like it started with hip hop. Like I feel like hip hop always brings people into that creative, like I can do it myself vibe, and then you start to expand into other genres too. You know what I mean?
Nah, straight up.
Is there any other genres? I know you said like obviously hip hop, rap, but any other genres that you kind of see yourself doing, or
so I actually love jazz.
Okay.
I love classical music too.
That's fire.
And reggae.
Okay.
I love reggae too, for sure. But yeah, honestly, I do just try to listen to any and everything. Like you might fuck around and make a country song one day. I don't know.
You never know. You never know.
So yeah, I just try to stay flexible. Never get too comfortable in one lane. Can't box me in.
So like for like as Sean G the artist and stuff, like what places have you been to? Like have you traveled to do any like artist work or stuff, like performances or anything like that?
Yeah, man. So like when I first started like really heavily like making music, right after like college, like my first year, I was like bar hopping, and like performing at like all these like hole in the wall places, just like trying to get my flows off. Like I remember like some nights it'd just be like 4 people just all drunk, just like not even probably listening to what I was saying, but like just like I took the opportunity just to get comfortable in front of people.
Right.
But I've been performing kind of like everywhere along the East Coast. Well, not everywhere, but like I'm like Philly. I've been performing a few times there. I performed in Jersey. Yeah, in Maryland, of course, but
So let me ask you, since you've been like out of your like home state and stuff like that to perform and shit like that, do you receive more love from people outside of your home state, or do you receive more love from people in your home base?
That's interesting. Well, because I'm like relatively unknown, I would say like it's kind of balanced between both.
Okay.
But I mean, if I had to pick one, it would probably be here, like because most people know me here.
Right.
But yeah, like I've managed to like surprise people I've seen like in crowds and other places, like, yo, where are you from? Like, oh, you don't even sound like you're from here. Like Philly, like they have their own sound, for sure. So like when I was like performing there, I was just like, I saw the other people kind of like have their style, and when I got on, I was like, yeah, I don't sound like.
They were like, they already knew you from out of town.
Yeah, like I'm nothing like any of you guys. Like,
nah, it's like that though.
Stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like that. Cause like when I went out to Atlanta, I performed at like College Park for one of like Lil Boosie's A&R team and shit.
Oh, that's dope.
It was dope, but it was.
The artist journey.
Yeah, like. You know what I mean? It was a lot of real shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I pull up. No, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know who I was gonna see, who I was gonna, you know what I mean, be interacting with and shit like that. But like I was there, I did it. You know what I mean? And it's like you said, I showed up. I had my set, and I was like, all right, I got this. It's gonna be fire. This, and that. But then I show up, and they do music a whole new fucking way. You know what I mean? It's a whole new style, whole new shit. So when I went up and did my shit, everybody looking at me like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like from around here? Like,
Atlanta's wild too, man. I know that's like a whole different world compared to where we're at right now. Like,
yeah, for sure.
So I have another question. So what are some goals you have as an artist? Like, what do you see yourself getting into next?
That's a really good question. So as of lately, I've been really focused on just creating a catalog. Like, because as of right now, I have like one project that I'm like most proud of. I've been making music for like the past 5 years, like project wise, that are out still, but like my last project was something I was really proud of. It came out last year, but I just want to continue to build that catalog to show the work of like, hey, I can make good music, I'm consistent with it. So that's the main thing, just continuing to make songs and bodies of work that just are resonating with people.
Right.
And then honestly after that is just trying to just elevate beyond where I was the previous year. So like that, if that means like, connecting with people in my hometown and, doing shows or getting on CKG sound, you know what I mean? It's just like always just trying to look for the next advancement that I can take that puts me in a better position that I wasn't at, previously. So
facts.
That answer provoked another question for me. So I don't know if we asked why. I know you said kind of like how you got into music, but like why do you create music?
Yeah,
like what is it that makes you wanna?
What's the reason behind all of it? Seriously, guys, it's as simple as knowing that music is a universal language, and I think I've always been fascinated with the fact that one good song can bring together people from literally any and everywhere, all for the common goal and moment of like, hey, we're happy right now listening to this song.
Yeah.
And I think that's like probably one of the most beautiful things in the world. And so I remember being a kid, like, and then just listening to like the music that my parents was listening to, like the fact that we're like 20 years apart and I'm just like seeing the looks on their faces, I'm resonating with it too. Just like, that's beautiful, man. Music can connect. And so with me having an interest in that and just like also just wanted to like, be the best person internally. I just want to put good music and energy out into the world. And so, I just want to bring people together. Honestly, that's all it is.
And it's cool too, because like I said, your work speaks for itself when you do that. When it's like, you're just kind of just always out there and shit. And like, even when I hit you about the Wednesday Night Live, I seen your post on Facebook and Instagram. I kept seeing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I was like, okay, well, this dude's obviously, pushing content. He's doing what he has to do. He's, trying to be in the scene and being like consistent with this. So that's why I hit you up and was like, yo, like, try to get on the show and stuff, because I see your drive. You know what I mean? Your passion behind what you're doing and stuff.
Thank you.
Your grind's paying off, because like I said, people are definitely paying attention and. You know what I mean? You're creating a buzz out here. And it's only a matter of time for that buzz keeps on traveling right out of Maryland and the other states.
And the reason why I asked you about like love in outer states and like in states, because like for me personally, like when we did shows out in Baltimore, fucking Atlanta, Philly, whatever the fuck we was at, fucking I just felt like I've received more love from people I didn't know. than my own people.
I resonate with that.
You know
That's
what I mean?
dope.
Because like people was like, yo, like where can I follow you? Where can they were so people were so eager to just like get your information, take a picture with you, and do shit. You know what I mean? But it's like your own hometown and shit don't even show that certain amount of love too as well. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes you have to go out of your limits and out of your bounds and stuff to build relationships with other people and shit who will be your customers and shit and stuff like that, because most of the time your friends and families are not your customers, you know what I mean? They are someone else's customers, but that means that your family and friends, their mom, aunt, uncle, whatever might be a fan of your music and shit, you know what I mean? They might be a customer and shit, so it's like, you know what I mean? Just for me personally, I've experienced more love outside of, you know, hometown shit.
Can I speak on that for a moment too? Like you had mentioned like not having seeing like the love or I guess support from like the hometown. Like I used to really be bothered by that when I was like first starting off. Like obviously, I mean, like it was probably just like my ego like speaking, because you know ego can dictate your decisions and like you have you moving like wrong. But like when I was younger, I was like, why is no one from here like saying, oh,
why is nobody liking my shit?
Yeah, you know, like I was taking that personally. But then as I grew and matured, I'm just like, first of all, one, have you even like earned that type of like support? You know what I mean? Like, have you put in the work and hours to like have that type of mentality where like people should be supporting you?
Like, do you even believe in yourself to the point where other people should believe in you?
Exactly, you know?
That's it.
Yeah, and that was just like growing pains I went through. But you know, as I've matured and got to this place now where I'm at 26 years old, I'm just like, it's a blessing to have anybody support you. You know, whether that be just like just generally like, hey, I want to help you succeed in life, or just even your dreams, you know? So like I'm very grateful for anyone that supports me. So it's just like me removing my ego out of the equation, like I've become more successful.
And see, that's the big thing too, is because like you said, I've seen a lot of artists like in the local area and shit just give up on their fucking dreams, like just give up on the music and shit, just for the simple fact, oh, no one's liking my shit, no one's sharing my shit, no one's following it. When I go, I show love to other artists, but they don't show the same love. You know what I mean? It's like no one has to do shit for you. Nobody owes you nothing.
That's real.
So it's like at the end of the day, why get in your feelings about that? Why get mad about that? You know what I mean? And it's like you said, gain control over that. Gain control over your emotions, your ego, and all that shit. Because once you really humble yourself and you really, you know what I mean, but just put your vulnerable self out there to the world, nobody can say shit to you. You know what I mean? Because you already put yourself out there.
That's a fact.
No, straight up.
Nah, y'all both going off of what both of y'all saying. Like, I resonate with that too. As an artist coming from a small town, it's like people know you as like they know me as Ashley. You get what I'm saying? Like people don't really know me as Ash the artist. Now they're starting to, because again, because
they got no other choice.
Myself,
you know what I mean?
like this is who I am.
Like,
exactly. Like it's not some other person. Like this is me. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you've had that. Like y'all said, like people know you as Deshaun. They know you as, you know, homeboy from the block. So it's like, okay, now he's doing music. You know, but it's like we can't let those preconceptions of like who people want us to be or think we are stop us from who we're destined to be.
Right.
I think that's actually been helping me too. Like, because I was never the guy that was supposed to be rapping. Like, if anyone who remembers me from high school or like even just like from a kid, like I was just like the quirkiest, dorkiest guy in the fucking world. And so like me coming into music is just like, yo, you rap now? I used to get that so much. It's just like, it's crazy. Like, yo, that's you?
Bro.
So yeah, I use that to my advantage.
When we first started making music, we was at our friend's house. We was smoking, drinking, just having a good time. We was even on no music tip, nothing, right? No music shit at all.
It was like, what, how many years? A decade ago?
I don't even know.
It was a long time ago.
So pretty much we was just chilling, smoking, drinking, whatever. We all sat at the table, and one of our homies was like, yo, let's all take a minute, write something down to this beat, and off some fun shit. All write something and we'll spit it. So we all fucked up. We were sitting there writing, you know what I mean, writing our little things or whatever. I wrote mine. She wrote hers, and a couple other people wrote theirs and shit. And we all spit it, and people was like, "Yo, your shit is fire! Like, what the fuck?" And then that kind of opened up the door to me, like, "Oh, am I? Like, is it really? Like, you know what I mean?" Because I didn't see the potential in myself. I was like, I'm fucked up. Just wrote this shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But we wrote it. It was like a Big L freestyle, the Big L Jay-Z freestyle.
Yeah.
We wrote on that beat. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I killed that shit, bro. And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yo,
like,
check it. I never claimed to be the best of nothing.
Right.
I still remember some of your verses.
That's hilarious.
You know what that reminded me of though, guys? Do you remember, because you were saying like the little like workshops that you guys used to do, or like just you know chilling, whatever. Do you remember I ran into you guys. Chardonnay was there
at my house.
Was that your house?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you was with that Beverly.
I was with Beverly.
Yeah.
And I pulled up on yeah. And then what was the other guy's name?
Cornelius?
Nah, it was another homie. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Homie.
It was
he used to chill with you guys. Black guy.
I need more than that.
He was bold. I feel bad for like doing this on camera, but like I don't remember his name.
Craig? It wasn't Craig, was it? Craig, was it you?
He was like tall, kind of built too.
Shit, is that him over there, nigga? Right,
I
can't only bald-headed swirling. I know, like.
I can't remember his name, but like I remember running into you guys and like we were all like freestyling, just like having a good time. I was like,
Corey.
He's
like,
shout out to you, Corey.
Shout out Corey.
Oh my God, yeah.
Dang.
I remember that.
Wow.
The days.
Yeah, that was fun.
No, that's definitely fire.
That's
hey, you got a comment online. Cindy said, when you're passionate or dedicated but humble, you'll always stand out.
That's facts.
Cindy, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
Absolutely right.
And Guacamole Enterprise said, I feel like Dip is the guy you need for capturing certain vibes. Tell him I said holla at me when he gets a chance. Shout out to you, Guacamole.
Shout out to Too Hot, Too Heavy.
Yes, Too Hot, Too Heavy. Okay, cool. So, I guess we're kind of getting towards this end here of this interview. So, I kind of just want to reflect a little bit.
Oh, I got one more question.
Okay.
If you could tell your younger self, you know what I mean, something like, what would you tell yourself?
My younger self. Don't date that girl, bro. You know which one I'm talking about. Don't date. No, seriously though, I think I would say like, hey man, you have it in you, and never let the outside voices like drown out your inside voice.
Dictate your life.
Seriously, keep going, man. Keep going, young grubs. That's what I would say.
That was nice. Snaps for young grubs. Yes. Very fire. Okay, well, going off of that, what would you like the world to know? Like, is there anything, you said a lot at the interview. What's something you want them to know? Like, what's your message?
I'm just spreading, like, positivity and also just, like, self-confidence. Like, you can really achieve anything that you really set your mind to. As cliche as that sounds, but, like, that shit is real. Like, I've been telling myself that I will be the greatest rapper alive since I was 17 years old. And, I feel as though like every step I've taken has been in the direction towards that, just by believing in myself,
giving yourself those affirmations.
Absolutely, and it's like it's not easy, man. Like for real, like there's been times where I've retired, for like 3 days. Like man, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, but seriously, just believe in yourself, because like you'll never be surprised by how far you can go. I'm sorry. You'll be surprised by how far you can go, just by believing in yourself. So, yeah, that's what I try to put in my music.
Somebody said, "Can we get a freestyle?"
Yo, this guy is crazy. Jay Magby. I wonder who that would be. Yo,
maybe next time.
Right.
Yo, he tried to get me.
All right, y'all. Yeah. So just to wrap up, where can they find you online, your music
platforms?
I am on all major plats: Apple, Tidal, YouTube, Tidal, TikTok. Thank you.
TikTok is one of the biggest influencers. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I do have some work coming soon. I have something in the works. I'm cooking up with my man Max Profit. Shout out to you, my G. So stay tuned, guys. I got some big things happening soon. So
hell yeah. Y'all heard it here first on CKG Sound.
Yeah, shout out to Sean G. Y'all
Thank you guys. Yes. Appreciate being here. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, man. You're pretty awesome yourself.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Keep grinding, keep doing your thing. It's only gonna pay off for you in there.
Thank you.
That's it.
I appreciate that.
All right, guys. So that concludes the interview, but the show is not over.
Nope, not yet.
We got something super special.
Yeah, we got
for
a
you guys.
fire ass fucking performance. Yes, we've also had the pleasure to work with him very close as well with his projects and stuff. Very talented individual, has an archive of fucking music like you will not fucking believe.
Survive.
Like you talking about hardworking artists and shit. This motherfucker's definitely one of them, bro.
I already respect it.
For sure.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
let's give it up for
RAYZAR!
Shout out to my man Timmy Turner with the banner, baby. Vocal Inc. Sprays all down the fires. Big day in the Gravelers. Zone 15. West Baltimore. Paul guys. Night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. However many they wanted niggas, we gon' ride. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. However many they wanted niggas, we gon' ride. Hacksaw to the juggler, there will be no case. Rearrange your fucking face, it's a paper chase. Living life, pay on the ads, fuck the DEA. No conspiracy, crystal legs, where you lay away. Snitches, rap, slay in the trenches, tell me where it's at. All my niggas is killers, gorillas, check the stats. Read the crime report, you never kept a slack. Crossing the deadly suspicion, wherever we be at. Gone, no silent, you Remy, Hennessy, trees flying. Creeping your block in the gold bins, we niggas hiding. Working in witness protection, I guarantee we find you. There ain't no way it's surviving unless you paying homage. Bitch, you heard me, I said that you niggas paying homage. We need that daily commission or you gon' lay the party. My niggas flawless, it's victory, we just getting started. Y'all niggas sitting beneath us, so how you wanna start it? Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. However many they wanted niggas, we gon' ride. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. However many they wanted niggas, we gon' ride. We gonna ride till the days of our demise. We headed for tested times when niggas would lose their life for the simple as shit. Like fuck it off, we bitch. I'm taking you all for a G-Pad just to get rich, which really doesn't even amount to shit. But you niggas will risk it all just to flaw some shit. That's why I'm stuck in my ways with living in crime with my life. Most of you niggas just lanes, this wasn't raised right. We killing all the suspension with no egos, leaving no witnesses, bloody pictures, names on the wall skull. Anticipating my next move for the grave, yo. Having accepted my faith, that's on gon' fall. There's no denying it, baby, it's shine. I put a nigga at the top just for taking me life. There's no denying it, baby, it's shine. I put a nigga at the top just for taking me life. You know, I came a long ways, man. With little to nothing to gain in life. But a lot of heartaches, a lot of upsets, a lot of grief, a lot of sorrow, a lot of mistakes, a lot of ignorant shit. But you know one thing I don't ever do is bite the hand that feed. Cause when you bite the hand that feed, you know what it get you? Get you a casket. You reap what you sow. And sometimes in life, you know, you gotta just learn when to fall back and stay in your lane, baby. Cause it could be a night drive. That's directed to anybody that got a problem with me, you see. Cause my name RAYZAR, nigga. Dotting the fires, aka Necropolis. Bitch, coming from the slums to the bottom of the bottom, nigga, let's go! Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. However many they wanted niggas, we gon' ride. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. Night drive, night ride, we gon' slide. However many they wanted niggas, we gon' ride. RAYZAR, dotting the fire, aka Necropolis, coming from the bottom of the bottom. Zone 15, Baltimore, Park Heights, Beverly, yo. Niggas don't respect the hood, don't respect the game. A lot of rats, a lot of everything, man. Fucking. Lord, can you save me? Cause I'm still falling. I don't know which way to turn, but I know the hell's calling. And it's dark, and I can't see where the fuck is the light. I lost my way and blind, show me the light. Lord, can you save me? Cause went to church, I tried praying, but you never once answered my prayers. I'm still waiting. Are you there? Or is it just a figment of mine? Imagination, running wild on the adventurous tide, sweep up the ride. Cause I'm about to relapse, to take a life. That's the only way you're easing this pain from genocide and weighing out my options. Before I bat me a victim and try to take the short route. I ain't going to prison, see there I go again, slipping while I keep falling. Rejuvenate me, love is the passion is still. Can you save me? Cause I'm still falling. I don't know which way to turn, but I know the hell's calling. And it's dark, and I can't see where the fuck was the light. I lost my way and blind, show me the light. Lord, can you save me? Cause I'm still falling. I don't know which way to turn, but I know the hell's calling. And it's dark, and I can't see where the fuck is the light. I lost my way and blind, show me the light. These obstacles I face, where the stuff is strange. Got them used to the pain, the weed, the Hennessy. Keep a name for going insane. Why turn your back on a starving child who can't redeem through the doors of a killer's eyes with hope and dreams? There is no time for painters, cause life's getting shorter and time's running out on the clock. And I'm getting no younger. I send a prayer for my enemies, cause death's calling. Won't be long for they all to cease. I'm still falling. Love, can you pull me out of the fire? Because I'm getting closer and closer. It's hotter than lava. Oh Heavenly Father, what's the reason for my existence? What's it meant for me to suffer? Live this life is a feeling. Can you save me? Cause I'm still falling. I don't know which way to turn, but I know the hell's calling. And it's dark, and I can't see where the fuck is the light. I lost my way and blind, show me the light. Lord, can you save me? Cause I'm still falling. I don't know which way to turn, but I know the hell's calling. And it's dark, and I can't see where the fuck is the light. I lost my way and blind, show me the light. Now where am I to turn in these days of time? Of a world that's corrupted. Should I break my vows cold in the streets to tell something against this living right this time? Where the fuck is the light? Or did you wash away your hands on my life? I keep calling on Christ. They say he died on the cross so man can breathe in this land of greed, in this land of freeze. They lost to me, nothing is free. We all slaves to the system of injustice where nothing would ever change. So I live with no regrets on a mission to harvest justice over all freedom or jail. I'm not starving, so I ask that you have mercy on my soul. If there's a heaven, let me in, cause I'm cold. Lord, can you save me? Cause I'm still falling. I don't know which way to turn, but I know the hell's calling. And it's dark, and I can't see where the fuck is the light. I lost my way and blind, show me the light. Lord, can you save me? Cause I'm still falling. I don't know which way to turn, but I know the hell's calling. And it's dark, and I can't see where the fuck is the light. I lost my way and blind, show me the light. Love, love. That's how it feels when you're empty inside. RAYZAR, that in the fires. Again, the gravelers. Turn the lights off, 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 turn the lights off. I'm falling deep in the bottomless pit of a bass. My demons haunt me daily. I'm defensively sad. This seems the love that I once had. The life of sin has castrated me to the wolves once again. That's why I chose just to give it up and say fuck the darkness, baby boy. I'ma Christ it up. Just me and holy water baptized me from all sin. Commit me into the laws of the heavenly being. Grant me the golden wings of honor so I can soar, find peace within. Put my name on board and let me burn for the shit I did. And I repent, cause I know that there's a price to pay for the sins, but you don't understand my pain. Yo, we not the same. The crossbreed with shame, need to stay in your lane. This is the end, I'm at the crossroads. I got to go, my peace back is calling for my soul. Turn the lights off, 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 turn the lights off. Yo, who are you to say I'm wrong? Oh, I'm right, cause either way, we all taste sin and delight. Over the years, though my soul died, and I ain't lying, I traded it all, baby, for a wealthy life. And the wages of the cost was life in hell. I spent half of my life in the prayer to sell, but see, you haven't felt my rap until I rush to crush your ass up like an aluminum can. Turn your ass into ashes before the flashing light. You see the spark from the nine at night. I took a sip of my first blood, and ever since my first taste of death, I was less concerned. Now, who's next to fulfill the fight? I blaze hot balls alive. I threw the soul to strive because I'm a soldier, Christian and warrior, leaving no witnesses for Jehovah. Turn the lights off, 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 turn the lights off. You bear witness to this homicide that I committed, returning my life to Christ. Satan's out of commission, but only for a brief count of time. 1,000 years, shit's gone ballistic. That's the reason I fear, but I don't hold back. I let the tears trickle my eyes, cause I know somewhere down the line I'm dying. So until then, I'm gonna continue to get high. Blaze weed, drink Hennessy, gin, stay on the grind, reaching for the stars. Sky's the limit, I'm a bomb, yo. Close caskets, bitch, I want it all. This is my life, and I'ma live it how I want. It's too late. Your omen is come. Now turn the lights off, 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 turn the lights off. Turn the lights off, turn the lights off, turn the lights off, turn the lights off.
We got the studio hot right now, yo.
Turn the lights off, cause this shit hot.
Turn the lights off.
Turn the lights off.
Hey.
Yo,
my motherfucking mouth, I don't like it.
Bro, that hook though. Turn the lights off.
Shit is fire, yo. Hey, yo, round of applause for RAYZAR. He held that down, yo. Held it down. You got fires online. This beat's fire. C.K.G. back with a banger. Y'all already know, man. He got me lit right now.
Nothing but the hits.
Nothing but the motherfucking hits. But yeah, guys, so that's going to conclude our episode of CKG Sound. Shout out to everybody that was involved in tonight's episode.
Shout out to everybody in the audience.
Our live audience. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody at home streaming that was commenting.
And your flip-flops and your pajamas already get comfy for bed.
Yes, got your cowboy hat and your flippies on. That's
right.
Okay. But yeah, guys, listen, that's been another episode of CKG Sound. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button.
Yes. And we'll see you at the next one.
See you guys later.
Let's get it.
CKG Sound, Halloween edition.